Tonight, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals versus Dwayne Haskins and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
Taking it about the one. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Now Burrow on first down. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Second and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. Fights out the defender. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Burrow. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. 7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd down and 3. Now it's Burrow. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Chris Wormley. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll look to throw. He'll drop this one down and mix it. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. They run for it with Mixon. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. So here are the Steelers backed up to start their initial drive. They are led out by the 15th overall selection in 2019. Former Ohio. Gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Haskins. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Haskins' throw complete there to Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And he's got some space here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
On 1st down, Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 16. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an...
Here we go. Right 80.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken at the 46. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. Some good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They hand this off to Harris. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Haskins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 2nd and short now following the fumble. A give to Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch. But you and I both know.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out. Extra speed on the field.
They'll run on first down. Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Harris. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run. Here's Harris. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Throwing now, Haskins on first down.
Quick completion here to Johnson.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Haskins, a pop pass to his wideout.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Haskins out of the gun. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Now Haskins, a pop pass to his wideout.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now Burrow down around his goal line. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
He gets this one to Boyd. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow.
Quick slant caught by Chase.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him 1st downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes...
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
And the Steelers will have solid field as they take over.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Haskins to throw it. Rolling to his left. It's caught by OBJ. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris already
already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. Boswell for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On second down, here's Mixon. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, Mixon.
They had a 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Shoves him aside. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defense perspective, how has he gotten there twice?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Flushed out right. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. On first down, it's Haskins escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals.
And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Now it's Burrow. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Burrow looking to pass. Open man is Uzama.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as he'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here we go.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Perfectly placed if that ball goes right. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now Haskins down around his goal line, eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. So that'll back him up 5. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From midfield now, Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And right about now, you start to, and maybe they're starting to think. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. This is Harris. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They run again with Harris. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Haskins on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Haskins will throw. It's caught. Beckham. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play there on the catch and run.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Cincinnati set to take over once again.
And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, look what we have here. A sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Oh, they'll try a jet sweep here with Higgins.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
Here we go. Hey,
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trust in him this early? Or are they trying to get him going, give him confidence early in his NFL career? Either way, they want him to score.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Big 13. Big 13.
Now Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! C.J. Uzomah from 6 yards away.
And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that cuts this lead down to 13.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Harris. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
98 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively, kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now here's another carry for Harris.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Escaping the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run with Harris. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 26. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now the man from nearby Columbus, Ohio, Benny Snell. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Haskins being chased out left. He completes it to Beckham. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
2nd down and goal. Haskins. The quick slant caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson from a yard out. And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Harris. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Able to get away. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing again, it's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a toe.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe...
They'll run with Snell to begin the drive. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And they're going to speed things up here. Now it's the backup Rudolph. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Haskins' throw complete there to Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And quickly they get to the line. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He gets it complete to Harris. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. This is caught. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Short and everything well executed. Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open in front of the national audience. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Open man is Chase, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Again, it's Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to have the take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Harris. 127 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Pitt.